recording number 3 of the Halloween event. What's going on, guys? As you can tell, it is the Halloween event now in Trove. So we got a new quest line that we have to complete. So for the first step, what we want to do is go to any of the biomes. I went to the Fae because it's the lowest Uber portal that there is. And you want to find 5 of these pumpkin looking dungeons. Super not hard to do. Find them. They're an uncommon spawn in the area, so you just got to do a bit of searching around, but it's just 5, so it's not a big deal. So if you wait till the end of the video, I'll have a snippet of how to actually run through the full dungeon, but to get to the boss area of it, you just need to do 2 bombs at the base of the dungeon and it'll skip right to the boss area. Super easy. So once you do 5 of them, part 2 will start, and then from the candy corn that you get from completing these dungeons, you want to go back to the hub, and as soon as you spawn, you want to turn left to one of the pumpkin looking buildings, and you're going to find the shadowy station. Now on the shadowy station, you want to craft one of the 3 loot boxes that you can get, but in particular you want to get the haunted mystery box, not any of the other 2. They're for later on, but this is the one that's going to progress you in the event. So once you do that, you can open it at a later date. It's not important, you just need to craft it for the quest. The next step, we want to get 50 pumpkins. So if you've been growing them and you haven't harvested them yet, you just do it that way. If you have friends that you have online, you can trade 50 with them, or you can do what I did and just go on the marketplace before the prices were inflated, and you can just buy 50 straight off the marketplace. So using the 50 that you just acquired, or 100, or however many, you want to go back to the shadowy station and you want to craft the giant pumpkin pie, which is an item that's only used in the quest line. It's not important whatsoever after doing this particular quest, so it's going to disappear out of your inventory. It's not going to be a big deal. The following step is going to be complete 50 1-star dungeons. Doesn't have to be anything special, so I went straight to the medieval world, which is the first world that we unlock playing Trove, and legitimately you just do 50 of them. I don't know why people would be saying that you can do 50 in U9 or anything like that. You can do it if you need the experience, but if you're at the end game, you're not going to do a big deal, especially rocking a 20k candy barb. It's pretty much one hit everything in this world anyway. I'm pretty sure if you're more than over 100 power rank, you're going to be one hitting everything. So like I said, it's 50 of these, not super hard. Sometimes they do spawn pretty far away from each other, but if you have a dragon or if you have a fast amount, then that's going to be totally fine. But like I said, 50, very small amount considering that it's a Trove thing to make you do a repetitive action over and over and over again. So once we complete the 50 dungeons in any biome whatsoever or anything, we're going to have another classic Trove trope, which is kill 200 or X amount of enemies for the next stage of the quest line. So for this one, we're going to be going to the Cursed Vale, and we're going to be killing a particular type of enemy. So it's not a very general one like the dinosaur one was back in the day, where it was any dinosaur in the desert biome. This is specifically the bare bones minion. So what they look like, it's not these armored ones that I'm about to kill now, but it's going to be the very basic bare bone skeleton. They are an uncommon spawn during this event, and they'll go back to being a common after the event, obviously, but not that hard. If you go to these lower level worlds, 200 is going to be pretty quick to do. After that, we're on the final step, and then for this one, you want to go back to your hub or to one of your clubs, and then go to a permafrost world. Again, low level one, doesn't have to be any high level U9 or anything like that, and you just want to complete one 1-star dungeon that has a Dracolith as the boss in it. It doesn't take a long time whatsoever. This quest is one of the shorter ones that we've had recently, and it's got some good rewards. It's not a mount or anything, it's some Dragonite at the end, but if you're close to getting your primordials, it's always good to have that leading towards the next one. So once you kill this final Dracolith, that's it, that's the whole quest. Super basic, super easy, and if you stayed this long, I hope you enjoy the clip of me running through that pumpkin dungeon. Trove.